Welcome back to the pod. It's another sports podcast that no one asked for. We are back at you with the Sweaty Trio, guys. We're glad to be back. What up? Week 7? Week 8? Week 7.
Episode 7, boys.
Like 7 weeks, man. Who knew we were going to last this long, eh? None of my relationships lasted this long.
Who'd have thunk it? Yeah.
Fair point.
You guys got any updates? Anything good going on? Anything sports related that you want to share? No?
I got cooked in fantasy hockey, but other than that,
we will talk about that, actually. I had Michael in our semifinals of our hockey league. Absolutely. Let me also say he was projected to beat me by 100, 150.
It wasn't that high.
I think it was to start the week.
Wasn't it like
You were projected to beat him?
He was projected to beat me by a lot. And then I went, boomski!
Renegade.
Sandpaper finish?
Had my way with that boy. Beat him by 100. Now I'm in the finals. I actually just lost McDavid. It's a sad one. We're going to get into that when we start talking.
Yeah, he's out for this week.
And I'm playing the guy who has dry side. So it's
Offset.
even. It's offsetting.
Offset. Is this the finals?
This is the finals. So right now I'm up 11 points. Today I only have one guy going. It's Carlson. But tomorrow will dictate everything. It's going to be a crazy series, man. Me and this guy, he actually called it at the beginning of the year. Adam texted me and he said,
where'd you guys finish in the standings? Like 1-2?
I think
The semifinals was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, all the favorites won.
And now it's
March Madness.
And now it's 1 and 2 in the finals. That's kind of wild.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into some NFL, boys.
We always start NFL. I kind of love that.
You have to.
You have to.
It's the king.
I was thinking about it today. I haven't been gambling a lot. And the reason is no
football.
NFL's on.
No football.
I love betting on football. It's my favorite.
It's the only thing to gamble on.
So, boys, we happy with our team's moves?
Yes and no. Let the Bills fans start.
So, Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt. So apparently the Bills knew about Michael Hoyt. So they signed him. He was a linebacker or an edge. He's like a linebacker edge for the Rams last year. He's from Brampton. He's a Canadian boy, yeah.
Damn.
So they knew that he was going to be suspended. So they were fine with that because they gave him a multi-year deal. The night before the Ogunjobi contract became official, the Bills knew that he was on PEDs and going to have a 6-gamer. They didn't cut him, and they now absorb that cap hit for 6 games. And he's not even like a starter type player. He's like a rotational guy. Like, what the fuck? So the Michael Hoyt thing, like, whatever. You can go your 6 games because you're going to have him for 2 more years, and you know what you're getting with him. Ogunjobi got cut by the Steelers. Is like a mid. He's a mid rotation D tackle, and now he's $8 million guaranteed. It's an $8.3 million contract. Can get up to 10 with incentives. I mean, now he's definitely not going to get those incentives with the 6-gamer, but like I think that's a really shitty like roster management move.
It is. 100% is.
The Hoyt thing is fine, but the Ogunjobi thing, like, you got to know, man.
This is a little off topic, but I think NFL players, football players in general, are kind of just scumbags. I saw this thing today about Georgia players. There's, I think, 9 Georgia players who made it to the NFL in the last 3 years who have been indicted on some sort of reckless driving, DUI, some sort of like driving related offense.
Yeah.
It's nonstop with these guys. I don't know why they can't just be normal.
But then you have the LSU guys, Jefferson, Burrow, Jettas, Darby. Oh, they're all the highest paid players in their position.
Yeah, it's the West Coast, man. West Coast culture.
Yeah.
Keeps you clean.
It does keep you clean.
Michael, how do you feel about the Steelers' move so far? You gonna get Rodgers?
So
I heard he visited today.
There was a report today, or I think it was 2 days ago, that the Steelers are pissed off because Rodgers has been taking his sweet ass time. Fair. You want to play?
He's on the peyote right now, man.
I can tell right now he's in the middle of Wisconsin and on a fucking ayahuasca retreat. No technology, just fucking sitting there high as fuck. I don't really want him just because I know how he is and how his time with the Jets went. I still think he's good. I just don't want him in that locker room, especially with DK and Pickens.
He's a cancer, man. He's a cancer.
Oh my god, it's gonna be horrible.
But
I've been saying this for years.
Yeah, I looked at the guys who left the Steelers in free agency. Those guys got fucking paid. Dan Moore was one of their starting offensive tackles. Terrible, and he got $80 million from the Titans.
Wow.
for 4 years.
Titans are trying to spend money though.
They're desperate.
Yeah.
They're trying to protect
like
Cam
he's an
Ward.
upgrade for them, but
It's like a
he
non-profit
sucks.
when they
Yeah.
under budget on an event, so they just like go to Walmart and buy whatever you want.
Well, we have the government's money. We have to burn it before the end of the fiscal, or we don't get it back.
can't let them know.
It's like the Office episode when they have a surplus.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
So you start a lemonade stand.
Yeah, I mean, I heard he's in no rush. Rodgers he's enjoying himself. He did visit Pittsburgh today, I heard.
Yeah.
So they hosted him. They enjoyed it. This actually goes into our next topic. All the teams today gave out some rule changes.
Some rule changes,
It
yeah.
was really fucking interesting. The Steelers suggested the removal of tampering laws when it comes to speaking to players through agents.
Because they sign nobody.
Well,
Nobody wants to play there. That's why.
another thing that I heard on
Oh,
another
there's a
podcast,
draft.
I don't know who it is, but they were saying when you're in a team like Pittsburgh, when you're in a city like Pittsburgh that doesn't have a big airport, there's not flights all the time. So for something like Dallas, you could fly anyone in any time of the day,
Yeah,
any
always,
day,
always.
any week. The Steelers, Pittsburgh, you're gonna have to take some time.
You might have to take the
forbid
train from
there's some-
Philly.
Literally, it's like the weather gets in the way. Fucking God knows, but they want to get rid of that. That's it. I think.
I don't know. Keep that.
Keep talking to Matt.
It makes it more fun.
Absolutely,
Tampering is fun.
Tampering.
absolutely.
And if I don't want to forget the one we talked about, the Lions before.
Yeah, I'm putting that right now.
So the Lions suggested that they made 2 rule changes, but the first one is the wild card seed, so versus the division winner, highest or best record. So they're gonna go off last year when Minnesota was 14-3 and the Lions were 14-3 or whatever, 13-4, whatever they were. That the higher record, the better record of the wild card hosts, not the division winner. I don't hate that.
I
think
do
it
like
kind
it.
of makes sense.
Like, look at Tampa. Good team.
What are they,
Shitty
9
division.
and 8?
No, they were like 10-7 last year, but they won their division with the Falcons, the Saints, and the Panthers.
I think it didn't matter.
Like, all those teams suck,
Yeah,
and they're hosting a playoff game. That can't. All the other sports have gone away from it. The NHL used to have that. You win your division, you finish third. If you have the lowest seed, like if you have the worst record of all the divisions in the East or the West, you always finish third. The NBA used to do that. Then they went 1-8. They removed that.
Yeah.
I guess winning your division, baseball is the only one, but you play 162 games and like it makes sense to do that.
for sure.
But I agree with this rule. I actually really like that rule.
I actually really like the rule. I think even when you win your division, especially like you said, the Bucks, like you kind of get that comfort and you have that security of you're the first seed, you're the division winner,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a playoff spot. But for a team like the Vikings, I think the Vikings were a wild card team.
They were
this year,
13-4 as a wild card.
which is ridiculous. If you're 13-4, you should be
That's
hosting a
gotta be the
playoff
best
game.
wild card team record ever.
It's unbelievable.
Gotta be. Yeah, it's like winning your division makes sense, but you can't year to year. You don't know what your division is going to be.
No.
The NFC East used to be called the NFC Least because all the teams were so shit that the Commanders or the Eagles or the Cowboys or the Giants were hosting division games at like 8 and 9.
It's
You can't. I think if you win your division, you should still make the playoffs. I'm not taking away winning your division as a playoff berth, but I agree with higher record ranks winning a division.
It just makes sense.
I agree with that.
100%.
That's a brilliant rule change.
Another one the Lions also said was no more first downs on defensive holding, and I think it was illegal contact. I love that rule.
It's the same thing on offense. It's 5 yards.
Yeah,
Why
it's
do
5
defensive
yards.
players get punished so much in the
Yeah.
NFL? Why?
Because
the
of
hell?
offense.
But it's so stupid.
I like the 5 yards.
I love it.
5 yards. And like
And just-
PIs, sure, that's a first down because they're usually past the first down
Yeah,
yard
easy.
marker
And hey,
anyways.
even if your flag is indicative of going past the first yard line or the line of scrimmage, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's a first
Yeah,
down.
yeah, for sure.
But if it's not, why are you getting a free first down? Because one guy made a mistake. The quarterback makes a mistake all the time.
But
Never get punished.
offensive holding is only a 5 yard penalty, but still first down.
Yeah, just
You
replay
know,
it
like
down.
if it's a first down penalty. So
Another
I agree
one-
with that.
I don't think anyone's going to disagree. Eagles suggested that regular season OT rules be the same as playoff OT
I'm
rules.
good with that.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'm good with
More
that
offense,
too.
Give everyone more chances to
I'm good
score.
with that. Make it the same.
And the Packers are voting to ban the tush push.
They're just
Nope.
they're soft.
Why are they why are people so soft about this, bro?
Because teams other than the Bills and Eagles can't do it. And the
What-
Bills can't even do it
The
in an
Bills can't do
AFC
it, right?
championship game.
They can't do it when it matters.
Listen, you have to adjust.
I don't want to hear the player safety argument anymore. You don't care about your players' health. We all know that. Quarterbacks are running more than they've ever run in the game ever, and that is where they are at the highest risk of injury.
And-
you do not care about their
And
health.
quarterbacks are more protected now than ever. There's flags all the time.
Yeah.
100%. I remember seeing a highlight reel of Brady in like
Getting
fucking
roughing the passer
2014,
calls?
just
Yeah.
getting destroyed. There's not one flag on any
Yeah.
of these hits, and then they show Mahomes, and it's like he's laying
You
down.
tap him and it's
Listen,
fucking-
even I'm a Bills fan. I can acknowledge Josh Allen dives, and he gets flags. I can acknowledge that, but like, you can't ban part of the sport. It's about adapting.
Absolutely.
It's like, imagine you look at it like, okay, so the Eagles crowned the tush push, and that is their bread and butter, and they made it effective more than anyone in the NFL ever will or ever can. That's like saying Steph Curry can only shoot 10 threes a game,
Yeah.
Limit him.
or Connor McDavid can only go full speed 3 times a game. Or, you know, like Shohei Ohtani can only go at bat 3 times. It's like, that's, you got to adapt.
100%.
You have to figure out a way to stop the tush push. And if you can't, you're going to get cooked by it.
Look at Washington. Look
They-
at Frankie Louva. He tried. I mean, it didn't work, but
He tried. And they almost got a free automatic touchdown.
I did not.
There it
like
is.
that. Yes.
There it is right there. Oh, is that the Sweaty Gazette?
Shout out Sweaty Gazette.
Sweaty Gazettes. Some Gazette. Oh, fucking Gazette.
Oh, Bo Gazette.
Another huge thing in the NFL. Them Bengals got paid, brother. It's raining on them Tigers.
They're fucked.
They are fucked.
They're fucked.
They're gonna do the exact same thing as last year. Go drop 40 points a game and give
I
up
saw,
42
you know
and
how
lose.
many memes on TikTok I saw of like, the Bengals are going to lose every game like this, and it was like a Ravens and Bengals game. It's like 97-94.
I have to pull this up. Apparently, they really screwed Higgins. I also
I
saw
saw
another
that.
thing.
It's basically a 1 year, $35 million deal.
They can opt in and out
Is
of
it-
keeping his deal or some
Is
shit.
it team options?
I'll tell you right now. I did see he was talking. I want to know, get your guys' opinion on this.
So they basically got franchise tagged at a higher price.
Essentially, I'll
Yeah,
find all the
kinda.
details right here. But he was saying, I don't know if you guys saw, he got really upset in the media because someone called him a wide receiver too.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about
Ja'Marr
that?
said that. I think Ja'Marr gave the guy shit. Right?
Yeah, and he was also saying, he's like, I'm just a good football player. I'm just here to play football.
Well, on his team, he is the wide receiver too. Ja'Marr is way better than T. Higgins. Ja'Marr's
He's
better
a wide
than
receiver one on a lot of teams though.
Ja'Mar's the best
You think
receiver in
so?
the league.
Oh yeah, T Higgins is fucking good, man. When he plays, because
T. Higgins is
missed
sick.
a lot of time, but he's really good.
Yo, MLF post bear.
I know.
I don't know if
We're
I'm ever
gonna
gonna
count
find
them.
this.
It's a great account.
The tweet
It is a
starts
fantastic
red
account.
siren. This is insane. Red siren. I saw it today on the way here actually.
Regardless, we'll find it later.
Yeah.
They restructured his deal like a bunch of morons, and it just goes to show how fucked this franchise is. They don't care about their players. They don't want to keep good talent, clearly. They're like a non-profit.
They're just weird. Like, I get paying Ja'Marr and I get paying Burrow. You should have traded Higgins
100%.
because now you're fucked. You can't afford defense, and you could have gotten picks, players back. And now, yeah, you're saying Hendrickson might sit out the year.
It's just fucking crazy.
He's so good.
He's nasty.
He's nasty.
He's so good.
He's nasty. And they were more than happy to trade him and keep Higgins when your best defensive play, like the side of the ball that you struggle the most on, your best player wants to stay and you just don't want to pay him.
I feel like they could have I don't know the numbers. AJ Brown and Devonta Smith make significantly less money than those two combined.
Yeah.
So the Eagles did it right. They paid Devonta Smith at the
$100
right time.
million less.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Howie got Saquon, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith for less cost.
It's
Would you-
ridiculous. These two are making like $70 million a year combined.
Would
It's
you-
probably more.
Would you rather have? So I think we can agree that Chase is much better than AJ Brown, but AJ Brown is better than Higgins,
Yeah.
but Higgins is better than Smith,
I guess
and
close.
Saquon is much better than Chase Brown.
Yes. Yes.
Would you rather have? What offense would you rather have? Chase
Eagles.
Brown, Higgins, Burrow, and Chase, or Brown,
Eagles.
Smith, Saquon,
Because the
and-
gap between
Okay, remove the running backs because that's the biggest gap.
That's the biggest gap.
Would you rather have?
Okay.
Would you, if you're Jalen Hurts, would you rather have Higgins and Chase or Brown and Smith, and same thing with Burrow?
that's tough.
You'd rather have that. You'd rather have.
Jamar Chase could win a triple crown every year. For the
Yeah.
next
He's the best
years.
receiver in the league.
Yeah, so
He is.
I think that is the difference maker, right? I think Chase Jefferson. I was gonna say Tyreek, but I guess not anymore. But Chase and Jefferson alone are like McDavid in hockey. It's just like
They're the
there's
best
one
at their
A, one
position.
B, and then like a big gap of like
Yeah.
10 numbers, and then it starts with the next guys.
Yes.
I would probably take Chase.
I was just
Higgins, too.
curious. That's way off topic, but I
Yeah.
was just curious.
I did see today though. AJ Brown had a 0% drop rate this year. Didn't
AJ
drop a
Brown's the
single
man,
ball.
dude.
pretty crazy.
Best
And,
hands in the
like
NFL.
people bitch like on Twitter. You know, they say like, AJ Brown's mad at Jalen Hurts. He's not getting the ball. He's your best player.
Yeah.
Well, Saquon's your best player, and he's gonna get his touches. But he's your best receiver. Get the guy the ball.
He's the second best player on the team, easily.
He is.
100%.
Like I would be pissed too. Like I'm the best player out wide. throw me the fucking ball.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
throw me the ball and watch what I do with it. You know that hard ball?
I think the media tries to play it up. The media wants stories, right? And so I think the Eagles locker room, the reason we won the Super Bowls here was because no one gave a shit about stats. No one gave a shit about fucking accolades. They just want to win games.
Exactly.
As long as you were winning,
Like,
it didn't matter.
Back to your point, it's the culture, and like people act like teammates have never been mad at each other before. It's not like AJ Brown is going out in the media and be like, "Yo, Jalen Hurts is a bitch."
Yeah, no. And like teammates have shit all the time. Anyways.
Yeah, like it's not a big deal.
Fucking Brandon Graham did. Brandon Graham went back and he was saying, "Oh, we had to take Jalen Hurts to the receivers' houses. That's so they could bond more because Jalen Hurts wasn't being involved with the team." I'm like, why are you saying this to the media, bro? Be a professional.
Yeah,
Okay, he's
keep
retired.
it.
Don't worry.
Now another professional.
Don't worry, everyone. He said retired.
What do you guys think about JJ McCarthy? The Vikings are ready to start him.
Their O-line is really good.
So and their D line. They signed
And their
Jonathan
D-line.
Allen. They signed a bunch of guys.
They have weapons.
The Vikings are good.
Torn ACL.
So I was listening on Wednesday night. They do like Wednesday night. I was driving home from hockey, and they do late night. Schefter has a podcast on ESPN Radio.
Cool.
And he was saying that McCarthy was like 215 before he got hurt, and then now that he's been hurt, he's lost like 15 pounds because you can't lift the same, right? Like you're gonna lose weight. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, like if he'll be good or not, but like that's another thing you have to factor in. Like you're not just rehabbing an injury, your body loses all its strength.
Yeah.
Like your arms, your back, your legs, your core, everything loses its strength because you're not training the same way that you would if you were healthy.
And on top of all that turmoil, he's gonna have to adapt now to NFL play. He played college.
Yeah, he hasn't played a snap yet.
Yeah,
He's like 35 and he's a rookie.
Preseason. He hasn't.
He heard it in
real
the
NFL,
preseason.
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, it's gonna be interesting. And I think it was Colin Coward was talking about it on the herd. I think they were saying that he shows signs that he's not a great decision maker. He spends too much time in the pocket.
Okay, but you say that, but they were going to start him last year. Like they weren't going to start Darnold.
Yeah.
They were going to start McCarthy last year. That's why they took him so high. And then he got hurt, and then Darnold left and got paid. Like, I would start him. He can't be. I don't know, man. Start the fucking guy.
At this point, it's just figure
there's
out
no
what you
point
got.
in signing Rodgers. He's gonna be. That's the Brett Favre natural hat trick. the Packers, the Jets, the Vikings, and then Russ. I think McCarthy's probably better than Russ at this point. I've never even seen him
I don't even
play.
think he's sniffing Minnesota. He's probably gonna go to Cleveland.
And then you give him Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Jettas, Addison. Like he's not throwing the ball to Cleveland receivers.
He's got weapons all around.
He's got a good defense. Let the fucking kid play. He's not even a kid. He's like my age, and he's a rookie.
It's gonna be sick.
Okay, so fantasy flashbacks. Open that link there.
So last week after our pod, Taylor made a great decision to start looking at our old trades. So we just wanted to review a few of these trades that we made.
Top banner, go to trades.
There's some bad ones here.
So this is our football league from this year. I want to start by saying I made the most trades.
You did make the most trades.
Give the people the number.
I made 15 trades. One for every draft
That's
pick I
basically
have.
one a week.
Literally.
So, and Osama won 2 years ago and then made the conscious decision, I'm just going to kind of blow my team up and see what happens. Then you started to suck and you loaded the fuck up.
Day one, I messaged in the group chat and I said, I do not want CMC. I am making a trade for Christian McCaffrey. So I made the deal. I gave up CMC, Cleveland defense, and Deontay Johnson, an 8th and a 9th round pick.
Oh, Michael.
For Saquon Barkley, San Francisco defense, and Devontae Smith. I got my Eagles boys.
Can I just jump in?
And he upgraded picks.
And I upgraded to 3 and a 5.
From an
At
8
the
and 9.
time, that's not a bad trade. CMC just finished the last season as RB1. I know Saquon's
RB1
on a
never
great
repeats,
season.
though. You should have known.
RB1 never repeats. Shut up.
Oh my God, Michael, you got fucking fleeced, bro.
Saquon had a crazy season with the Giants, and then he gets traded to the Eagles.
Look beside Deontay Johnson's name. N.A. He doesn't even have a fucking
No
team.
longer applicable. Let's see what other deals. I think these
These guys
only
made
mine.
so many big trades. Like this one.
Yeah.
Again, you traded Deontay in this trade, bro.
Then I got him back.
And then you got him back.
Michael gave me back Deontay in a second for Puka Nacua at 15.
So
Right after this, both guys got injured.
So at this point, you have Michael's 2nd, 3rd, and 5th round picks, Barkley and Devonta Smith from Michael. And all he has to show is 6 games of CMC and like 9 games of Puka. This guy only trades for injured players.
I made the playoffs and lost by 100.
Oh, here's another Michael trade.
Is this Michael? I gotta see the team names.
Is it?
Yeah, this is you, me and you. Zamir White. I gave up. Oh no, I got Zamir White, Nick Chubb, a 7 and a 9.
And you gave him. Okay, so Michael won this deal, but now he has picks 2 through 9 from you.
You're welcome.
And you got Jaden Daniels and George Pickens.
Saquon Barkley.
Then I made the executive decision to trade Saquon because I wasn't winning shit with the team that I had. So I took Tyler Lockett 1 and a 2 for Saquon and Taylor. You remember when I offered you this?
And I said Saquon is not worth a 1 and a 2.
I said, Taylor, the upside is a 1 and a 2 for Saquon Barkley.
And I think you said all you have to do is match this trade and I'll do it because I had a worse record at the time, so my picks would have been higher.
He came to me first too. He came to me first about it.
I offered him a 1 and a 3.
That's
He said
nuts.
1 and a 2 done deal. I said no.
We both could have had Saquon. I did have Saquon.
This is a great one. Me and Michael traded.
You guys just make these deals on your board.
Oh no, patience is key. Isn't that you?
That's me.
This is me and you. I gave you Dallas Goedert and a 9 for Jake Ferguson and a 7.
What the hell is the one above it?
Jordan Love for San Francisco defense. That was me and C. Sealy. I remember that one. That was a good one.
Shout out to Craig, league champ. And then this one is nothing. This one was my big deal.
This was a huge deal. I remember hearing this.
So I gave up Adunze, Goddard, a 1, 2, 3. And I got Jonathan Taylor, Kelsey, 9, 11, 12. And then not 5 minutes later, I flipped Kelsey for a 1. So I basically gave up Jonathan Taylor. I gave up a 2 and a 3 for Taylor, basically. And I got Pitts back in the deal with Kelsey.
Which I think you could have got straight up. Like you could have just kept Rome Odunze or Goddard and then just
Odunze was a waiver guy and whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because Craig ended up winning, so who gives a shit? This was the trade I made with Nelson. I gave up Singletary and a 9 for Jawan Jennings and an 8.
Jawan Jennings, this is right after his like crazy thing.
I think you win that deal.
I did.
This was right after his little crazy stretch where he was like getting 3
These
touchdowns
trades,
and
bro.
300 yards.
Kamani Vidal for Jalen Warren. Dak Prescott for Baker Mayfield.
again.
That was me and you. Moral of the story, do not let me and Michael in your fantasy leagues.
Moral of the story, don't let me run my own
Someone
team.
made 15 trades in a season. Like, I make a lot of moves. You make a lot of moves. Osama made 15 trades. I think the next highest guy was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, well, next year I don't draft outside the top 5, so if
You're gonna
I
have
don't
the team.
win,
You're gonna have the team I had in your league.
exactly, and
Except it's for $75 more a guy. Our pot is $1,000, whereas yours was like $300.
it's $250. It's 10 guys, it's $25 each.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the NFL, you've been milked.
milked.
Yet again.
Hashtag milked.
All right, boys, let's see how this Leaf falls. The Leafs are tied for first. Who out of these wild card teams that are on the bubble would you want to play? We got Montreal, Ottawa, Columbus, and the Rangers. All eyeing that little spot.
So this is who we
Two spots,
wanna
4
play?
teams.
Who you would want to play out of these 4?
I would. Okay, so I think Montreal and Ottawa ultimately make it, which is wild. So the Leafs, if they finish first, will play Montreal or Ottawa, which is also wild.
I can't believe Montreal's good. They were so bad.
I don't
2
know if
years
they're
ago.
good. They're just hot right now.
That's hockey.
I think they're going to be very good in the next couple of years.
So I don't think the Rangers make it. I don't think the Blue Jackets make it, which sucks because like the whole Johnny
It'd
Hockey
be cool
thing.
to see
And
them, but
I actually do like this story right now.
I like Columbus. They just can't score.
Yeah.
But anyways, R.I.P. to Johnny Hockey, fucking legend.
we love you.
Okay, so out of Montreal and Ottawa, basically, who would you guys rather play?
I'd rather Montreal. One for like just the energy of it, the scale of that series.
Yeah.
And we hopefully get back of losing, blowing 3-1. But I think Ottawa's a better matchup.
It's tough because they're such different teams.
Yeah.
Ottawa's better.
Ottawa is better.
They're better on the blue line. They're better in net, and they're better up front.
And that's
they're
why the
better
Leafs would beat
all
them.
around.
That's exactly why the Leafs would beat them, because we play down to our opponents. So if we play Montreal, we're going to play down to them, then we're going to play below them, and then we're going to lose.
But the Leafs have been bullied by Ottawa this year. And the Leafs have kind of owned Montreal.
We got swept by Ottawa. I hope the Mike picked that
I
up.
just
You're
shit
a
my pants.
dirtbag.
That was a fart.
Holy
I don't know.
shit.
I can taste it on my tongue.
Oh, that one felt so good.
It's going to be a wild series, boys.
I would rather play Montreal.
I would rather play Montreal.
Yeah.
Just
But
for the-
I like the
I'm in
Battle of
agreement.
Ontario. You can go back and watch on YouTube, but before you started like really like watching hockey back in the early 2000s, The Leafs played Ottawa like every year in the playoffs.
It was unbelievable.
And it was
so good.
So fucking sick. I remember there was a day at my elementary school where it was game 7 and the Leafs won, which is wild to say because they never win game 7s. And everyone that had some guy wore a Joe Nieuwendyk jersey and he was running around the playground. I was in like grade 4, grade 3, and we were all screaming, "Go Leafs, go!" for like the whole lunch period, for like 40 minutes. We were just running in circles. There was like 300, 400 kids just running in a circle. Kids.
That's so wild.
Like for elementary school.
I'd
like,
be gassed for that. All right, I'm voting for Ottawa then. I want this rivalry reignited. I want the
Battle of
rivalry
Ontario is a
401.
cool
Good
thing,
hockey,
man.
man.
Like Montreal and
Good
Toronto
hockey.
rivalry will never go away. But the Battle of Ontario needs some love.
Down for that. I
Needs
think
some love.
even like going back to the NFL, I loved like location rivalries. I can't believe Houston and Dallas don't have a rivalry. They don't play each other enough to
Yeah.
have one, but
Yeah.
so sick when these
Pittsburgh
guys
and
are-
Philly are in separate divisions.
Same state.
Idiotic.
There's no
Different conferences.
the Bills division actually makes sense geographically. I think that might be the only one.
Well, I mean, Miami's a little far out.
But it's still
Everyone
on
else
the
is kind of like
coast.
those Massachusetts colony is like
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
top right area. Then you have Miami, who's fucking 120 degrees every single day. How you guys feel about Lofton? Been good. Carlo's been good. Lofton,
Lawton.
sorry. Sorry, I'm French.
Carlo's been good. Lawton is. I mean, he scored himself the other
You
night.
can't blame Lawton for playing on the 4th line though.
Kind of where he
He
belongs.
started on the 3rd line.
I don't know how I feel about Berube right now. The Leafs they're playing fine. Like they're actually playing pretty good right now. And they've struggled a little after the deadline, but they don't have an identity. They're not like, at least with Keefe, you knew
was
that there was some
offense.
defensive structure and they were on the rush possession team. The Leafs aren't a possession team. They're not a rush team. They're not overly good defensively. They don't dominate in possession. They dump and chase a lot. They're physical and they fight and hit, but they don't have like an identity like they did with Keefe or even Babcock.
You know what I noticed against when was it Colorado they played before the Rangers?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah. Bobby McMahon is our best forechecker. He can beat the guy to the puck, but he will never win that puck battle. And then I watched Colorado play, and I know how fast they are, but man,
They play so
win
fast.
every battle.
That goal they scored on the power play where McKinnon just dangles the whole team and then puts it on a tee for
he's
Nichushkin.
fucking-
I don't know. I agree with you. I've really liked Carlo because I haven't noticed him.
Yeah.
That's what he's
I
there
haven't
for.
heard Carlo's name once.
When you
And
do
then
your job right, no one should know.
Lawton,
Exactly.
I don't think they gave him a fair shot. The guy played 2 or 3 games on the 3rd line, and he played with like, I think he played with Kampf and like,
Yeah, but
he's
he's not
not-
going to play top 6 minutes.
but like, what do you expect the guy to do? Like everyone's like, oh, he gave up a 1st-round pick. Yeah, that was the cost for him. There's nothing you can do about that.
That's the deadline.
And he's better than Kampf, and he's better than Domi at center.
Camp sucks.
Kampf is a waste of a contract.
He's useless.
You got to lose
So
him or out
I don't
of
know.
contract.
Time will tell. I'm not down on Lawton. I'm up on Carlo. I'm like neutral on Lawton.
All right,
These moves really only matter in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Exactly.
and Lawton's played a lot of playoff
What if
games.
Lawton
so
scores a sick goal in a game 7 or like a big series winning goal or game winning goal? Like those are the guys
I
that
don't
you
give a
get to score. those
Congratulations, you
Give
are
up
Alex
3 first-round picks
Galchenyuk.
for him.
goals. Fuck. Just don't go to Russia and get all like, gassed up and then tell some cop you're gonna kill his family.
We already talked about this, but I lost McDavid for a fucking week.
That's tough
Gonna
for the
lose
Oilers,
fantasy
but they're out a
now.
week. It's not that big a deal.
I haven't watched a lot of Oilers games until this fantasy playoffs, and I didn't notice how much the Oilers. This is the way I'm going to call this play. Give me David the puck, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
The
or
whole.
let the two of them work in the ozone.
I was watching. I forget who they were playing, but they were down 1 goal, and I was watching it. And I was just praying for that last McDavid goal just to see it happen. Then the Oilers would have won, and I would have just continued to smash it in fantasy. And every single time they regroup behind the net, the defenseman drops the puck right in front of the goalie. McDavid
And they
skates
just
around,
wait.
picks it up, and goes.
Yeah.
And they just follow him.
And he fucking
Fastest
he
player in
dangles
the league,
everybody.
so, yeah.
He dangles everybody on the way in. It's actually he's a man playing a child league. It's idiotic how good he is.
I have made my decision on who's the best player in the NHL. It's Nathan McKinnon.
I said that on the pod like 3 weeks ago.
Did you?
I did.
Then shouts
We
out to you.
Yeah, we did have a small
Respect.
conversation about it.
We had a
Game
conversation
respect game.
about
I'd rather McKinnon.
So
I would rather
hard to
McKinnon.
compare.
He's better.
McDavid's
He's
better. McDavid's better. As a talent, as a hockey player, he's better.
Over the last 2 seasons, McKinnon has more points.
Okay, but that's 2 seasons.
2 full seasons.
That's 2 full seasons.
That's a big
McDavid
sample
also
size.
he was missing a bunch of games he played 50 games so far this year, 55,
Yeah, something like
and
that.
he's at 80 points.
Yeah, but McKinnon's already hit 160 games.
Yeah, well, you know what?
McKinnon hit 100 against the Leafs. Didn't he? Or on the Saturday night game? Maybe not. But he hit 100. McKinnon's at 100. He's better. McKinnon's a better player. I'm sorry. He is.
He's a better leader. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We could do a whole pod on this, and
Really
we're going to get way out of sync here, but I love him. I mean, I like the Avalanche.
Yeah. I remember this is what I'm saying. I think it was maybe episode 3. Seeing that video of McDavid in the locker room, sure, I get you're trying to hype your guys up, but when you scream at them like a child,
Play fucking now!
play fucking now! Like, you're not getting any. McKinnon knows how to rally his guys, even in the playoffs. Like, he was having turmoil with his coach, and he kept composed. He was an adult. He rallied his boys, and they won the fucking cup.
I just love. He might be outside of Toronto. I think he's my favorite player. Like watching this guy in the Four Nations, because you don't watch Avalanche games.
No,
you watch him in the
Only
playoffs.
when they play the Leafs.
You watch him when they play the Leafs, so you watch him in the playoffs, and then finally you watch McKinnon play international hockey. The guy he's a horse with snow tires on.
While we're on the Avalanche, I just want to say,
love that.
I really hope Landeskog comes back.
Oh fuck, he's the man.
I don't know why. I just fucking love him.
I know.
He's such a beauty.
I know. And that cup run, he was so hurt.
The last time he played was when he hoisted the cup.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That was 3 years ago this year.
it was when they
22?
beat Tampa. Yeah.
22, yeah.
I caught lightning in a bottle.
I got lightning in a bottle. The Leafs have caught
All right,
lightning
playoff
in a
seeding.
bottle.
Back to 1v8. Should they do it?
Yes.
For this year, it wouldn't matter if like the Leafs 2-3 because that division's so tight. So they'd play either Florida or Tampa.
But look at the West series. You're gonna get Winnipeg and Dallas or Colorado and Dallas in the first round. Like, what is that? That should be a conference finals matchup.
Yeah,
I agree.
I 100% agree.
I'm good back 1-8, and then the other rule change I want is 3 points for a regulation, win 2 for an OT, and 1 for OT loss.
We want like international rules.
It makes winning in regulation more important, which it is, because in the NHL, regulation wins are the tiebreak for seeding. It's not head to head; it's regulation.
Overtime
wins.
losses
So
are the
make
only reason Vancouver's still somewhat in
that's
the race.
Gord Miller's been on that. I can't take credit for that. Shout out to Gord Miller. He's been on that train for forever.
That is. I'd never heard that until now. That's fucking sick.
I'm not opposed to it.
And the other
think about how much more intense if you're going into overtime with a team. A lot of times, like these guys will hold the puck and they'll just wait it out
because they're
for
like, we're
overtime
gonna
or
get a
whatever.
point or we're gonna get 2. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
Versus this way, like you're gonna have crazy hustle in those last minutes where guys are like, "Let's get this
Imagine
done
you
right fucking
last-
now."
Right fucking now. Last game of the year, you have to win in regulation, and you're tied, and you have to pull your goalie, and you're tied. You have to win in regulation.
That's so sick.
Imagine that.
Could you imagine the playoff pictures, like the different situations that would create too? There's so many more points. There's so much more like possibilities for score for a team.
And it adds so many more points to your total.
So sick.
It makes it more valuable. And then one more rule I saw too. Actually, the PWHL did it, or they have it. If you are shorthanded and you get scored on, if you're in the power play and you get scored on, power play's over. And another one Gord Miller said, I know we're not doing rule changes, but if
I love it.
if it's a delayed penalty and you have the puck and you pull your goalie and you score on the delayed penalty, you still get the power play.
I don't mind.
I like that. You said that to me before.
I love that.
Gord
Miller's the man.
It's sick.
Yeah.
You get an advantage. You didn't get your power play yet, but you have an advantage for being on a
Why do
delayed
you
penalty.
lose the power play for having a penalty?
All right.
They took a penalty.
It's like an N1.
Literally.
It's an N1. You
Yeah.
still get your free throw
That's
and
fair.
your points.
What were
As
you
opposed to
saying?
shooting 2 free throws, you get 1 and the 2.
Another rule change possibly. Maybe taking away icing or clearing the puck on penalty kills, so there's icing now.
I don't. That's more offense.
That would be fucked.
Ooh.
Or when you score straight
I
out
think-
power plays, or I think you already said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think
That'd be fucked.
that rule I only like it just because you do need that little bit of relief when you're
I
4 on 5
yeah.
getting fucking, or even 3 on 5 getting pounded.
Yeah.
Like you need that just relief just to be able to flick the puck out. 'Cause
Teams'
it's hard
power,
to even
teams
get
power
possession.
plays, like a good power play is like 28%, would be like 40.
Oh
It'd
my
be
god.
unbelievable.
50. You'd be like 1 and 2.
Average goals per game.
They can't clear, and like now you have to break a guy out. The guy starts breaking out. He runs out of gas when he gets the half, and then he's not getting back if he turns that puck over.
No. That's crazy.
That's a crazy one.
I like that one.
All right, NHL.
Milked.
The NBA. Honestly, I don't really care about the NBA right now because fucking March Madness is here.
March Madness is here, baby.
Ooh.
I only watched games this morning and this afternoon. I haven't watched games since I got off
There were
work.
a lot of good games today.
That Alabama game
Yesterday
was
was
really good.
crazy.
It was really.
Alabama, the other team, they got a lead in like I think
Alabama
7 minutes
won,
left.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I
Because-
have them winning.
Yeah, they won by like.
Well, you're
10
fucked.
or 4.
The other team, I'm fucked. So I was gonna say, Clemson got upset because of college football 25. The only team that wanted me as a quarterback was Clemson. So I decided to be a Clemson fan from that day.
I had them going Sweet 16. I had them. They're a good team.
I had to go to the finals.
What the fuck were they doing in the first half?
They scored 48 points in the second half. They
What
scored
are they doing?
They scored 13 in the first half.
That's so bad.
Dude, have you seen the videos of that McNeese team walking out to that Kodak Black song?
Yeah.
And the guy, he's the Deebo Samuel. He's got the boombox going on.
It's so sick.
And that McNeese, that shoemate guy on McNeese is
Nice.
a dunker.
You see his
Nice.
You see his manager, Amir Khan?
No.
Some random Indian kid. There's pictures of him in the locker room with a piece of paper that says Amir Khan on it. He just sits there. And apparently he's McNeese's manager or some shit. It's really funny.
That's so sick.
It's really funny.
This is the best tournament. We're all in a bracket with my mom, my brothers, my sister-in-law, my girlfriend.
Linda from HR.
Linda from my brother's HR. We've got 26 people, $20 a guy, 25 people. It's a good
Yeah,
it's a
I was looking at
$500
the
pot.
standings. I couldn't find myself because there's so many people.
There's one
I had to scroll
guy,
down even further.
our brother's buddy, our older brother's buddy, has one wrong.
Wow.
He got
he's
VCU
cooking.
wrong.
He is cooking.
Wow.
Who is it?
Doug.
Doug. Right.
I'm 17th, so fucking
You're
no chance.
fucked. You Clemson winning, and they're done.
So
There goes all your points, but it's fun. It's $20.
no, absolutely. I usually don't do March Madness because I don't know enough about college ball.
And I
so
know
it's just
nothing.
money
I know
at the wall.
nothing either.
Same.
But
It's just fun. It
It's-
gives you
it's-
reason to watch.
I had a couple upsets picked too. That was, gosh,
Like it's 2 or 3 days of reading articles, kind of copying insiders' brackets and listening to podcasts.
absolutely.
That's it.
And then during the day, you just get to watch basketball all day.
That's
I
it.
was, I
It's
was-
awesome.
I was telling him I did a CBS bracket with like Dustin in them. So I was going through CBS and like do one with like 30,000 people and you can enter to win a free car. So I was like, all right, fuck it. And then I just autofilled it.
Like
It's
you
not
just
based
let
on
it
some
fill.
analyst picks.
Oh,
It's
really?
like Duke win. I don't even know. And I think I'm like 28,000th place or something.
That's so
I
funny.
saw a tweet. This is completely off topic, but there was one guy who took a picture of a screen. And he said, "My boss just came in and saw me watching college basketball during work hours. Am I cooked, chat? I have a meeting with HR right now." He shows a picture of a screen. It's college football or college basketball on the bottom, and then he has Pornhub in the corner. It says employee dominating boss, and then there's a search on the left that says how to commit insider trading. How to insider trade. Found it hilarious because I was also
That's
watching
pretty funny.
college football.
Oh,
watching
that's
porn at work.
fucking gold.
Who won your guys' basketball league?
So we're in the quarters right now. Michael and I is 10 teams make the playoffs in a 20-team league. Somehow Michael and I both snuck in,
I'm slapping though.
and I'm up 7-2 as well. I just looked. We're both up 7-2.
Let's go. And I just got Amen Thompson back too, which is
I just got
so
I just got Tatum back.
Jeez.
So we move on. Well, if and when we win, we'll move on to the semis. No,
Damn.
this is like the play-in. Actually, we did it. This is a play-in. Top 6 get a bye, and then 7 through 10 play in a bracket,
yeah.
and then the winners play the guys who had byes 1 through 6 reseeded.
That's really cool.
So I finished 7th. You finished 9th. So I'm playing.
Yeah, I barely made it.
I'm playing the 10th place team. He's playing the 8th place team. We're both winning, so we should move on, and then we'll get reseeded.
Damn, that's really cool.
It's like the NBA playing. It's kind of cool like that.
It's sick.
So, anyways, yeah, just a quick fantasy basketball recap.
Best of luck to you boys. And I hope you see each other in the finals, huh?
So I do remember last week that you did pick a new NBA team. Let's remind the 7 people listening to who that was.
Listen, bro. I'm about to get Jalen Brunson jersey.
Are you a Knicks fan?
You know that.
Are you like I know you mentioned it, but you're like a Knicks guy.
Like, I haven't thought about it more
You
than
got
when
Knicks
I said it on the
fever.
pod.
It's catching.
I'm not going to lie to you. But all I'm going to say is OKC, T-Mobile bundle, WWE Royal Rumble,
Like, it's
Knicks in 5.
Lakers in 5. Shannon, those videos of Shannon.
Those edits are
Sharp
crazy.
Yo,
so
I
good.
like the culture. I like that team. I think they have Big Cat now. They have Jalen Brunson. That's a duo that I like.
Mr. After all that,
After all that,
He's a gamer,
he's
dog.
zesty, bro.
He's out here streaming Warzone. He's not zesty. He's going to war for this country. But I like the jerseys. I like the culture. And I love Jalen Brunson. So for the time being, yes. Me is Knicks fan.
I gotta play you a quick video.
Come on, Knicks! Come on! I got Knicks fever! It's catching! Hey, this feels weird sitting here. It feels like it's a bribe.
What the fuck's going on with Miami?
Bro, they lost like 9 in a row. They're crumbling.
to begin with, they're not good.
No, but they haven't been bad in so long.
No.
It is just weird to
They've
see.
always been, even like before LeBron going there, they had Wade and they won a title with Shaq. Like they were still good. And then they got LeBron and they won those titles. And then he left and they were still kind of
They
good.
still had D-Wade.
And they had D-Wade and they still had Bosh after LeBron left. And they got like Jimmy and Bam and like
Tyler Hero.
Hero.
Duncan Robinson that one year.
like they were kind of just always a relevant like 3, 4, 5 seed, sometimes a 2 seed. It's the downfall of the Miami Heat. I never thought it like they're always been one of like the
they're crazy.
most respectable teams.
Playoffs. God, I don't even remember the last time they weren't in the playoffs.
You could always count them as like a second, third round team. Always.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe they didn't win, but they always
Pat
made
Riley
a run.
and Eric Spoelstra, man. Elite combo.
Yeah.
Every empire must fall. I'm glad we got to see Miami. We got to see Jimmy one last time
That was
before.
cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
When we were in Florida, we
Yeah.
went to the Heat game.
That's sick.
Yo, so the Lakers lost. Let me just sing a song real quick.
Is that on the screen?
What's on the screen? Oh,
You want me to read the prompt?
Yeah, do it.
read the prompts.
Austin Reeves hooping without LeSperm and Luca.
Cause they got Luka Don, Reeves, and then
Coldest white boy in the league.
The real big three. Cause I'm looking at the man on the Lakers.
I actually heard a really good debate today for a topic.
What's up?
Is Austin Reeves the best third option in the league?
Yes. He's fucking nuts.
He's undrafted.
He
Drew
can
Holiday?
drop 35 points on you.
No.
Drew Holiday?
Kristaps?
It's Porzingis is the third option.
It would be person.
Or Derek Baldwin if you want to put it.
No.
Sorry, Derek Headband.
No. The thing is, Austin Reeves is the only guy who's going to go out there and he put up 35.
The
Austin
first
Reeves
game
is nice,
Sperm
bro.
and Luca were out. He dropped 37, 8, and 11.
That's tough, bro.
Reeves did?
Yeah.
He's a fucking beast.
Holy.
Like Michael said, undrafted.
He's fucking good, man.
He's a monster.
He got a nice little contract last year.
Yeah, he got like 20 million per or something.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's good.
man.
He's fucking solid.
Yeah, the Lakers, even though they didn't have any draft picks after that AD trade, still kind of found some guys. Like that Christian Gabriel kid is pretty good.
Jackson Hayes is
Reeves,
actually not
Jackson
bad.
Hayes isn't bad. They kind of just find some
I
guys.
think the Lakers don't need a center anymore.
Because they don't need a center. No, I think they still do need a center. I mean, the thing is, LeBron can play you 1 through 5, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really
Yeah, you
matter.
can put them at your 5 if you have
It
to.
doesn't matter.
They might win.
They could.
They might win.
They're definitely a contender, 100%.
Like they might win. I kind of want. You can't not like LeBron.
Oklahoma City Thunder,
Would go.
T-Mobile Bundle, WWE Royal Rumble, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in
That's my
5.
Michelle. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
That's my Michelle. Speaking of legendary franchises, Celtics are gone. Celtics are no longer owned.
They're relocated.
So who bought them?
I actually don't know. But
No
6.1 million or billion seems low.
Well, he bought them for. What did he buy them for? I don't know. But 2 titles in the 20-something years he owned them. He made 15% every year on the value of the franchise, and then ultimately sold them for $6 billion.
He's rolling in money.
Yep.
He's
just-
wiping his ass with $100 bills. With C notes from Prison Break.
That's crazy to me. Like, I didn't see anything that they were for sale.
No. It was just a random day.
I didn't see anything that they were for sale. And it just, I mean, that's so cool though. Like a sports team being sold at
Especially
$6
one of
billion.
Such an iconic franchise.
I
It's
still feel like it's not enough. Should have been 8.
The New York Jets are worth more, by the way.
That's
yeah,
wild.
but the NBA, like NFL
I know,
is
it's
the
just
king.
crazy to think that the Celtics, like with their iconic status, and then the New York Jets, a fucking toilet bowl of a team.
Well, compared to the Leafs, like if the Leafs were to get sold, it'd be like 3 or 4 billion.
Yeah, probably.
Like they're that guy. Yeah, I don't know. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
How about that Spurs kid? How do you say that last name?
Did you put this in here, Michael?
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
sorry,
guy,
Lord.
he shot 13 for 14. He had 34 points in 19 minutes. I have no idea how to say his name. I'm going to try. Mamu fuck it. That's it.
Mamak Laveshi?
Yeah.
Mamu Kalvashi.
He went
There you go.
13 of
Kalvashali.
14.
There's an L in there
There's
somewhere.
13 of 14 from the field, and he only played 19
Let's
minutes.
just call him Kesha.
It's like finding my dick in
Kesha.
my pants, bro. That L is fucking hidden.
And he, yeah,
Sorry, so it has the most points in NBA history in under 20 minutes played.
in any game.
How many points did he have?
34
In 19 minutes?
in 19 minutes.
That's...
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know.
Is he on steroids? He only missed one
shot?
shot?
Yep.
Who the fuck
He
is this
banged in a
guy?
couple threes. I think he had like 5 or 6 free throws, and he nailed them all.
I want to see what this guy looks like.
Dude, he looks like Omar Caspi, if you know who that
I
is.
don't, but
Oh.
he looks Arab. He might be Bosnian.
Joe Murphy. That's what it says in the bottom of Getty Images.
Look at this guy.
This guy looks like a
This guy dropped 34 points.
looks
in
like a
19
Turkish
minutes.
warlord.
That right there is a sick Hamas beard.
Where is he from? He's got to be like Turkish.
He looks, I would say Bosnian. Does it say exit here?
Where's he from? He's Georgian. He's from Georgia.
So Middle Eastern-ish.
Went to Seton Hall.
That's crazy. Is he drafted?
I don't know.
I should tell you
I
here.
don't
No?
think he's drafted.
Drafted.
Joined Spurs. No, he's undrafted.
He was on
Undrafted.
the Bucks.
So it's just like a one-hit
He's
wonder.
been in the league. He was on the Bucks
Been
in
in the league for
2021.
4 years.
Interesting. Kid's a beast.
I just thought that was really cool.
No, kid, that's unbelievable. Kid's a beast.
And look, he's averaging 5 points on the season.
Is he playing right now? They're playing right now. The Sixers are playing the Spurs. Scores 45-36 Spurs. And where's that boy? Where you at, boy?
Watch him have 0 minutes played. Oh, there he is.
Where is he?
8 minutes, 4 points and a board.
Oh, this kid's cooked. Get him out of here.
4 rebounds. No points.
4 rebounds.
He has no points.
Kid's cooked, man.
Why are you only playing him 8 minutes?
On to the next.
That Stephon Castle kid is nice though too.
He is good.
Sorry.
He's good.
Yeah, that's kind of a historic little thing. All right, what you got for us, Zeus?
NBA?
Milkies.
Milk.
I got a game, boys. I got a game for you. We're going to play a game called Hitters. That's what I named it. It's kind of stolen from BDGE. Shout out BDGE.
Love those
I
guys.
kind of just stole the format. The way this game is going to work is I have a board here that has team pictures,
Okay.
and point allocations divided up by league. Most of these are records that were achieved in one game.
Okay.
So it'd be...
Did that
I won't even
point
give you
guy
an example.
inspire that guy we just showed that inspired this game?
It did not, but
Okay.
it kind of works.
All right.
I should have threw that
So
in.
pull up that
would've been
board
great.
and let's get
That
fucking
would've been
humble.
fantastic.
Say his name, so.
Let's get fucking
So
humble.
here's your board.
Did you make this?
I did make this.
Oh, WWE.
Okay, so is this like a okay, walk us through it.
You got points 100 through 500.
Yeah.
At the bottom, you have sacrifice. If you pick a sacrifice, you go head to head with the other person. Fastest to answer gets the point.
Okay.
And however many points you want to wager, you can only wager points that you have.
Okay.
However many points that you wager, the other person loses if they get it wrong.
Okay.
If they don't answer, they don't lose any points. Okay. But if you get it wrong, you lose points on the sacrifice.
Okay.
The tiebreaker is still up for grabs. I don't know what I was going to do with it. I have a board game that we'll throw in here if we need to. It's a great game. It'll be real fun. But we get to that when we get to that. So, boys, call it number through 1 through 1,000.
Oh fuck. Okay. Michael.
690.
691.
He got it. 666.
You're a fucking asshole.
So, Michael,
Damn, I should have gone 689.
you're going to pick first. Sorry, I just got to pull up the answers here.
Okay.
Is that Bugs Bunny? What the hell is that?
Which one?
Beside the Saints.
That's
Oh, that's the Philadelphia Warriors.
oh my god,
Okay.
that's old
that what you
school
want?
basketball,
no,
bro.
I'll do
That's old school basketball.
give me the Commodores for 200.
The Commodores for 200.
Oh god. I don't know
So
why I
how
picked
does it work?
Commodores.
Does he answer his own question? And if he gets it wrong, do I have a chance to answer this question? Or is it if he gets it right?
If he gets it wrong, it's that question's off the board.
Okay, gotcha. Are you
Um,
tracking points?
I'll track points here.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. This board's already messed up.
What'd you do?
Question 200 does not allocate to the Commanders, so we're just gonna throw the Ravens at you, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
Okay.
That's fine.
So the question is, who has kicked the longest field goal?
Justin Tucker.
Justin.
Piece of shit.
The answer is actually Justin Jerkit Tucker, but
Damn
we'll take
it.
it. So Michael is at 200 points. Now it's Taylor's turn to pick.
All right, give me PGA for 300.
Jeez, he's
I
already
didn't
going to
see the PJ.
the wild card. So for PGA for 300, I want to know who has the longest hole in one. I'll tell you right now, it was a par 5.
That's a great question.
Wow.
It could be anybody. It could be some no name.
It probably is. The longest hole in one
The longest hole in one.
Good luck.
The longest ace
on the PGA Tour?
on the PGA Tour.
Oh, fuck.
Was it par 5?
It's par 5.
That's crazy.
I don't know if this is like recent or if it's like an old guy that used to pound the ball. I'm just going to say, I'll say Dustin Johnson. It's
what I was
definitely
gonna
not
say.
right, but you might as well just tell me that I'm
He's
wrong
got
if
that
it was
view.
it.
The answer was Mike Crean. He holed in 517 yards.
Holy fuck.
Does it tell you when?
No, I mean, I probably can
Because
Google
I
it.
have no idea who that is.
Yeah, but
Mike Cream.
That
I
was
might
ass.
cream my pants.
All right, Michael, you're up.
All right, you know what? Let's go back to the wild card. Give me some WWE.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. WWE for 200.
Oh god.
We have who has the most eliminations in in Royal Rumble history in one Royal Rumble.
Oh, and one.
In one Royal Rumble.
That's crazy. I'm gonna say, oh god. I'll just go with my goat, Undertaker.
Can I just guess?
Sure.
Because I think he won in one Royal Rumble.
In one Royal Rumble.
I think he won as the number 1 entry, and I think it's Rey Mysterio.
It is not. Rey Mysterio has the record for the longest time in a Royal
Oh,
Rumble.
who is it?
Okay.
It's Brock Lesnar with 13 eliminations
Damn.
in
God,
one Royal Rumble.
shut
He
up.
eliminated a third of the wrestling roster in that Royal
That's
Rumble.
fucked.
God damn.
Taylor, take it away.
All right, give me the Los Angeles Kings for 400.
The LA Kings for
I
400.
like this game. I just kind of want to get baked and play this game now.
You can.
Who has had the most penalty minutes in one game? And I will tell you now, it is 67 minutes.
Is that Tiger Williams?
It's gotta be.
That's my guess.
I have Dave Williams here. I don't know if that's the same person.
I'm pretty sure
Is his
that,
nickname Tiger?
I think so. You can Google it, but I'm pretty sure Dave Williams is Tiger.
You know what? I'm
Williams.
just going to make the executive decision and give you the point.
I could be wrong. Here,
Enjoy
I'll
it.
look it
Plus
up.
400.
Michael, you ask the next
It's-
question. If
it's
I'm
the
wrong,
same
take
name.
the points
It's gotta be
away.
the same guy.
It's got to be, right? Last name Williams. There's no way that they're on the same team and they both got 67 penalty minutes.
David James Tiger Williams.
There you go. Plus 400 for Taylor.
Let's go, baby.
All right, let's just get this off the board because we're never gonna cover it and never ever will. Give me Stoke City for.
What the fuck is soccer in here?
These wildcard questions are coming off the board quick. Who scored the longest goal in a Prem game?
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint because you're never going to know because I doubt you
Can
even...
I ask if it's like a forward?
It's not.
Is it a goalkeeper?
It's a goalie.
Oh my god. Asmir Begovic.
Yo, I'm giving you half points because I gave you hints. I didn't think you were ever going to get that. It actually has Asmir
Bang!
Got that? Who the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
101 yards.
He was their goalkeeper when I was playing FIFA, so that's the only reason I know him.
How the fuck do you
All
know
right,
that?
you know what? For that case, you're getting the full
No,
400.
he gets full points, bro. That's impressive.
That's wild, man. Good for
Damn.
you, Michael. That's
Damn.
fucking
Maybe we'll
start
wild.
covering it now.
What the fuck?
In wildcard, we have Disney and UFC remaining. In NFL, we have 200 points gone.
Okay, let's go. Let's go Toronto Maple Leafs 300. Get one of those off there.
Maple Leafs for 300. What rookie has scored the most goals in their debut?
Oh jeez.
Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews.
Put it on
Austin
the board.
Matthews.
Put it on the board like Austin Matthews.
Michael,
That
take
was-
her away,
that was a
brother.
layup. I wonder what the
like-
100 question is.
You know what?
That was 100.
I said 300.
I really want to do this.
It's fine. Just give me the
You
100.
got the 100
I don't really
points. I'm
care.
sorry. I thought it was 100. I thought you said 100.
No,
not
it's all
200.
good. It's all good.
All right. Did we do the Disney wild card yet?
We haven't, no.
Let's fucking do it. Sorry, let's freaking do it.
Let's freaking
Let's
do it.
flipping do it.
What movie had the best box office on opening weekend? In terms of finances, of course.
I feel like it's one of the newer Disney movies, but maybe not. Let's go. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. It's not a PG rated.
I'm trying to say less flips.
Golly,
okay?
Miss Molly!
Freaking floozies.
Freaking frack.
Beauty and the Beast.
It was Avengers Endgame. Marvel's owned by Disney, buddy.
You know what's crazy?
What?
You told me to answer that like 2 days ago.
Damn. Enjoy that.
And I didn't remember.
All we have
Yeah.
remaining for wildcard is UFC. Take it away, Taylor. What do you want? You want
Give
these
me
for 300 now?
No, I'll leave that one. Give me the New Orleans Saints for 400.
The New Orleans Saints for 400. What receiver, or what is the most yards by a receiver in a single game? Who has the most yards by a receiver in a single game? The yards are 336.
Holy fuck. What?
Yeah,
And it's a Saint?
it is a Saint.
The only one that comes to mind is fucking Michael Thomas, but there's no way.
Nope. Is that your guess, or
I think
No.
you're just thinking out loud?
Just give me a sec here.
You don't know who it is.
Is old, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Jimmy Graham. I know it's not, but whatever.
He's not that old. But I'm
Say it.
Marquez Colston.
No. It was Flipper Anderson.
What the flipper, dude? What the flipper kind of question is that?
What the flip is wrong with you?
Michael, take her away, brother. We have...
I've been eyeing that Rockets logo, so give me that
That's such a
Rockets
sick logo.
500.
Oh, it's a sick logo.
Who has had the most consecutive free throws made in a game?
I mean, like, there's only one obvious answer.
Yeah, obviously.
But it's the old Rockets logo. I feel
It
like he's trying
doesn't.
to throw us
No,
off.
he is. It's just say who it is.
It's gotta be James Harden.
Yeah,
It was James Harden.
it's James Harden for sure.
500 points, that's a little soft, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, let's play this sacrifice. Philadelphia
Ooh.
Flyers. How many points do I have? How many points am I down?
You have 500 points. You are down 600 from Michael.
All right, give me all 500 and the Philadelphia sacrifice question. What are the rules here again, just quickly?
So it will be fastest to answer.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, you lose the amount of points that have been wagered.
Okay.
If you get it right, you get double the amount of points that have been
What
wagered.
if Michael gets it wrong?
Also loses points.
Okay.
But
And
those
also
points
gains
don't
points.
get out. Like, if he loses points, I don't get his points. He just
No.
loses points.
You just lose
And do we have to wait for the question to be fully read before we answer?
No. I'm not civil like you.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Philadelphia Flyers
I'm ready.
sacrifice for 500 points.
Who has had the longest shift in NHL history?
Wow.
Keith Primo.
You're getting molested right now.
Is it actually?
It's Keith Primo with 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
What the fuck?
Holy shit, Michael, you were cooking.
Bro, what is
So
wrong?
Michael is
on
plus
today?
1,000.
And I'm 0.
No, you didn't answer, so you don't lose points. You just have to get it wrong to lose points.
Holy
So you keep your mouth shut on the sacrifice.
shit, bro. Wow, Michael,
I'm
fucking
in my bag.
You're down
This guy gets the
1,600.
goalie. I don't care, man. Like, these guys earned it, bro. This guy, the goalie thing for Stoke City, and I was gonna say Bobby Clark, but Keith
not
Primo
bad.
is fucking
not
a
bad.
pull.
Fucking
I
wild.
almost
That-
said Wayne.
Yo,
Primo.
that better go viral.
Michael, take it up. What's next?
Let's go. Orlando Magic. Did we do one of those yet?
No.
Let's
I don't
do-
think we've done any basketball besides the Rockets.
All right, let's do 200.
200?
Yeah.
Who has had the most assists in a single game?
Is it Penny? It's not my guess. I'm talking to myself.
You shook on that one.
Fuck, I can't believe you
You
got
know what?
that.
I feel like this
Flyers
one's a curveball. DJ Augustine.
Scott Skiles with
I
30
don't really
assists.
know who that is.
Holy shit! All right, I need to get on the board. Leafs 300.
Leafs for
I
300.
really wanted the WWE wildcard. I'm so sad I didn't get it.
Leafs for 300. We have. Oh, I fucked my shit up. 1 second. Sorry.
Look it up, cut.
No, just because I was deleting the questions that we already answered, and it just changed the numbers. Here we go.
Nice.
Okay. Which Leaf has had the most points in a single game?
Daryl Sittler.
Well done. You had 10 points in a single game.
It's the NHL record.
Yeah, it's not just a Leaf record. It's the NHL
Is that the NHL record?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Good
Legend.
I think he had 7 points in the second period. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, I'm back on the board. I'm down what? 1,300?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
That's abysmal.
Got to rally.
Michael, run it up.
Know nothing about this team, but let's do Chargers 100.
Chargers for 100.
Who has the most kids in the NFL?
Who rushed for the most rushing yards in a single game?
Ladinian Tomlinson.
Incorrect. Who's AP? 296
He
yards.
never played for the Chargers.
Who?
Yo, the NFL one might be just a little fluff. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro.
Taylor,
Adrian
next.
Peterson never played for the Chargers.
Yo, I don't think
Never.
Flipper Anderson was the same either.
All right, let's go.
I will say the last one is actually a
All
random.
right, give me Blue Jackets 200.
That logo's sick, too.
I
The
know.
Blue Jackets for 200. Which goalie has the most saves in an NHL playoff game?
Oh.
It's Bobrovsky.
Do you want to say just?
It is.
It's
Bob,
Bobrovsky.
It's not Bob.
Dude, they had like a 6 overtime game.
It was Korpisalo. Bob had like
Was that-
7.
Was it Korpisalo?
Bob had I think 70 something saves, 74, 73. Korpisalo had 85 against Tampa.
Was that like that 5 overtime game?
Yeah.
Holy
Is that
shit.
the year Tampa got swept?
I don't know. No.
Michael, run it up. I wish I could put like red marks on these. Actually can.
UFC 100.
Who holds the record for the fastest KO in UFC history?
Oh my god. Wasn't it this year too?
No, it was a while ago.
Oh.
Maybe 5 years ago.
Justin Gaethje.
We had technical difficulties. Michael guessed
again?
Gaethje. The answer was Masvidal. Masvidal,
Yeah,
he said he trained it. Ben Askren comes running out to shoot for a takedown, fresh off the start of the bell, and Masvidal throws a flying knee, connects fucking right on a soft spot, and he goes knocked out
that's
clean
sick.
cold. It's tough. He said he trained it. So we have wild cards are gone. We got some NHL left. We have Taylor. What do you want?
I'll take Chicago 500, I guess.
Who scored the fastest Hattie in NHL history?
Wow.
That's a good question.
It's 21 seconds.
That's fucked.
If it's worth 500, I'm gonna go Stan Mikita.
It was Bill Mosienko.
Who, bro? You gotta you can't go back to the fucking 30s on these.
Listen, it's 500 points, bro. Get with it or get the fuck out. Michael,
I respect that.
I'm gonna force you to take a sacrifice so you can pick
I was
NFL
gonna pick the
sacrifice.
Suns.
Take the Sun sacrifice. How many
Alright,
points
so-
you want
All
to
right,
put
let's
up?
go. Dial in
What
here.
am I at?
You have 1,600. Taylor's at
300.
800.
Am I 800?
You're
Oh fuck yeah! All right,
All right, I'll do 600.
all right, let's go, baby. Come on.
Michael's wagering up 600.
And this is whoever gets it, right? Just
Whoever
guess.
gets it.
All right.
So we got NBA.
This one's gonna be wild.
No, it's gonna be sacrifice.
It's not the Suns. It's not the Suns. It's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
It's fine.
all right.
Who are the
Pick
first brothers to win a chip together?
Thanasis and
Thanasis and
Giannis
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
He beat you.
I don't know. He said Antetokounmpo. I said Giannis and Thanasis before he finished Antetokounmpo. He didn't ask for the last name.
You know what? Taylor gets points.
You're
It's fine.
sad.
All right,
Oxy and
Taylor.
Oxys.
I'm going to throw you the last one, and we're going to juice it. It's 400 points. 1,000. You're at 1,400.
All right,
Michael's at
Orlando for
1,600.
3. Is that it?
Is there Orlando for 300, I think? Sure. Orlando for 300.
Do the Philadelphia Warriors, man.
No, you're going to get to Philadelphia Warriors because you're up.
Yeah.
Who has the most dunks in an NBA game?
Shaq.
Correct, with 13 dunks. Taylor is now up for 300 points.
Don't worry, Michael. This one's gonna be a layup.
You guys are tied now.
Yeah, totally.
Philadelphia.
Who's the Philadelphia Warriors leading scorer? Are they like an ABA team?
No, they were the Warriors. I think
They
before
were the
Golden
Warriors,
State.
and they got
Okay.
moved, and then they
Okay,
opened.
that helps a
they
little
started
bit,
the
but not
Sixers.
really.
Who had the most rebounds in a single game?
Wilt.
Correct, with 55.
50. Was that his 100-point game? Well, the cameras weren't on.
No, it wasn't. It was different. And
Was it
I was
different
actually, I meant to put this here because Wilt in his career. Have you ever looked at Wilt's career stats?
Yeah, they're nuts.
He averages 22 rebounds a game. He averaged 23
Bro, he
rebounds
used
a
to
game.
go like this.
That's ridiculous.
It's so fucking chopped. And out of the top 20 spots, he owns like 16 of them for the most rebounds per game.
It's nuts. All right, let's call it a tie. Whatever. Or Michael wins.
All right. Well, that was the game for us. Michael, you're champion. And you might just have the highest ball knowledge I've ever seen.
It feels good.
Michael got pulls, man. He got pulls.
I'm in my Duffy. My Duffy is deep.
We are glad that you guys came and sat with us to listen to three idiots with some idiotic opinions. It's fantastic to be here. We say this every week, but we absolutely fucking love this shit. It's so fun to do.
So
We're
fun.
glad. We want to interact with you guys more. So please
I'm begging.
comment, share their stuff, message us on Instagram, message us
Yeah,
on TikTok.
send us that stuff, baby.
Send us more
We
content.
reply.
Send us whatever you guys want to see on the pod, and we'll bring it to life. We love you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, share.
Everything.
Show it to your friend. Show it to your mom. Show it to your neighbor. Show it to your nurse. Show it to Laura from HR.
Linda.
Linda.
Sorry, Linda. My bad. Apologize.
You're getting
Linda.
fired for that one, buddy.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Take it
See you
easy.
guys. Take her easy. Take her twice.
Take her on the moon.